Welcome back. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha today said that court complexes across Chennai city will be renovated and upgraded at an expense of Rs 22 crores. She also added that court complexes and housing for court employees will be built at Dindivanam at a cost of 17 crores. The Madras High Court has ordered that students studying under the management quota in private colleges should be eligible for bank loans. Pandirajan, a Salem-based engineering student, had filed a petition in Madras High Court stating that a bank in Pallavaram had refused him a study loan. The case came up for hearing before Justice Jayachandran, who said that the banks must consider just the college and the course in question and whether it's recognized and nothing else while providing a loan. The TNEB regulatory head Rajiv has asserted that damages caused due to the fire will be cleared in 20 days. He also said that there is a loss of Rs 10 crore per day as the generation of electricity has stopped. Tamil Nadu government has ordered an inquiry into the fire accident at Mettur Thermal Power Plant. A section of Central Organization of Tamil Nadu Electricity Employees blame it on the low quality coal, poor maintenance and serious shortage of manpower. TNEB officials, however, dismissed the claims, saying the quality of the coal imported from Indonesia was good and the shortage of manpower was not restricted to one plant alone. In a major setback to BJP leader Yediyurappa, the Supreme Court has ordered a CBI probe against him over charges of nepotism, illegal land acquisition and favouring top mining companies. The Central Empowered Committee of the Supreme Court, which examined the charges against Yediyurappa, recommended a CBI probe. The Supreme Court said that the CBI should probe the charges uninfluenced by the political personalities involved. The CBI will have to submit its report to a competent court by the 3rd of August.
So the Supreme Court has ordered a CBI investigation, a thorough CBI investigation into the payments made by the Jindal group of companies and their associates to trusts and organizations of Mr. Yediyurappa's kith and kin in connection at a time when Jindal was also engaged in seeking mining licenses and mining leases from the Karnataka government, which was led by Mr. Yediyurappa. CBI will give its report required to give its preliminary report before the 3rd of August.
Strike by Air India pilots entered its 4th day today, leaving thousands of passengers stranded as no alternative arrangement was made for them by the airlines. Meanwhile, despite approaching the court, the management and the federal government have failed to end the deadlock. The pilots disobeyed the ruling of the Delhi High Court, asking them to return to work as they have not yet resumed services. The pilots had urged India's Civil Aviation Minister Ajit Singh to hold talks with them with an aim to end the impasse.
Unfortunately, because of whatever Air India strikes is going on, we are not allowed to board any of the other flights. They are saying you get the tickets, we are accepting that as well, but they are not ready to reimburse the charges, which is the difference between Air India flights and different flights. We asked them, okay fine, we are not from Mumbai, we have to get an accommodation. They are not ready to get that as well. They are saying, go stay wherever you want, but we are not getting any accommodations for you guys. So it's a mess for us, for them as well, and no one is helping here.
I am also hoping that the pilots get well. They are sick. I hope they get well. And I'm more worried that Air India, which was already on the sick bay, may not move to ICU. That's what pilots should consider.
Ajit Singh today met Prime Minister Manmohan Singh and discussed the future course of action as the strike by the pilots entered its 4th day today. At the brief meeting in the Parliament, the Prime Minister asked Ajit to ensure that airfares don't rise because of the strike. India's civil aviation industry is reeling under high fuel costs, low fares and a combined debt of $20 billion. 5 of the country's 6 main carriers are losing money. Cash-strapped Air India was forced to cancel at least 30 flights on Thursday alone after more than 150 pilots did not report to work, demanding exclusive rights to fly the new Boeing Dreamliners.
नहीं, जिद का सवाल नहीं है। पहली बात तो ये है कि अगर ड्रीमलाइनर का इशू है तो उसमें तो कोई कुछ कर नहीं सकता है और असली इशू वही था जब वो स्ट्राइक पे गए। दूसरा इशू जो वो कह रहे हैं कि 6 साल 10 साल वाला, जो धर्माधिकारी रिपोर्ट बनी है इन्हीं इश्यूज को एडजस्ट करने के लिए बनी है। मिनिस्ट्री में उस पर बातचीत चल रही है और हम उसको कैसे इम्प्लीमेंट करें इन सब से बात करेंगे। एयर इंडिया को बचाने के लिए सरकार ने अप्रूवल दिया है टर्न अराउंड प्लान में, जिसमें वो करीब 30,000 करोड़ अगले 8-9 साल में एयर इंडिया में इन्फ्यूज़ करने की परमिशन कैबिनेट ने दी है। तो एयर इंडिया को हम बचाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, लेकिन एयर इंडिया को बचाने के लिए उनके एम्प्लॉइज़ का कोऑपरेशन जरूर।
Pilots of Kingfisher Airlines, meanwhile, have called off their strike today after the management assured them that salaries for January will be paid by May 15th. The airline had cancelled 12 flights earlier after pilots failed to report to work. Vijay Mallya yesterday wrote to the employees threatening action against workers going on strike. In an earlier letter, Mallya had promised that all Kingfisher staff, including pilots, would be paid January salaries by May 9th. Reports said that only a section of ground staff and co-pilots had been paid by Thursday evening. We'll move to a short break now. Stay with us.